And that was beautiful. All me talking and my microphone wasn't on. That's just beautiful. So, welcome everybody. I've been talking by myself. My microphone was up and you couldn't hear me. So, I was saying welcome to the World's Finals between Team China and Korea. Myself, Koji-san, and today I'm going to be with my good friend, the one and only, Akrab. Welcome, Akrab, today. How do you feeling?
Dude, okay, so like personally, I don't feel great, didn't get a lot of sleep, woke up way too early, but I'm so excited to be here. This is gonna be an incredible match.
Well, I just sent the tweet, and we can see the teams right now. We have South Korea with Hall, Sato, Expo Master, Jupiter King, and I missed the last player. And then we have China. We all know these. A lot of changes. Aurora, which is Oak, Meng Chao that play amazing higher, and we have a new player, SR2112 is a new addition to China because, as you know what has been happening, no, with
Y- yeah, but we also know that China, the players that haven't been playing all season, they can step up and take 2 games in Koth, and you know, definitely, definitely got to prepare for every single one of their players. They're incredible.
Yeah, I know. So, well, we'll see what happens, man. I mean, thank you for being here with me. Everybody say hi in the chat. How are you? Guys, Crap, I think is the best addition that we can have for this stream. We're going to have a lot of fun. Crap, I'm going to start with some predictions. Do you want to go there or you're not that kind of person?
Dude, I am totally that kind of person. So I think, okay, so here's what I'm saying. I think that there's 2 sides to the bracket. The left side, which had Colombia and South Korea, and then there was the right side, which had the U.S. and China. I think the right side of the bracket was a lot stronger throughout like the entirety of the matches, and so I think that's going to give China the advantage. I think they've been playing against the best competition out there, and I'm predicting a 3-1. I think that I don't know who's gonna get the dub for South Korea, but I think it's gonna be 3-1 for China.
Wow. So, well, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I cannot disagree with you. I cannot disagree. I think China. Not only that, I'm gonna go further. Well, first off, we have Sato and Expo Master against Higher and the new player. Do you happen to know anything about this player?
You're talking about the 2112 guy, right?
Yes, exactly.
'Cause this is the first time I've seen him.
Okay. So, well, the match is on, and here we go. Thank you for some donation that I have there, and I hope everybody is here. They're telling me that the sound of the game is not sounding. No, yeah, there is sound, but there is no music. Yeah, the game sounds. Guys, there is sound in the game. I can hear it perfectly. So we start, guys. The first match for the 2v2 of the NTWorlds. Here we go. As you know, it's a best of 5. Oh, that wall breaker hitting on the left side. It's a best of 5. That's the difference. We're going to start with a 2v2, then 3 sets in a row of 1v1, and of course, in case it's necessary, that 4th set. And at the end, we're going to go to that famous King of the Hill in case we get there. Nice rocket. So, based on the beginning, you are an expert in 2v2. Tell me how you're feeling about this matchup.
Okay, so for China, even though they sort of defended that kind of well, although this balloon, might get some chip damage, it's looking like China is using a deck that like really struggles against air. So I'm assuming that if South Korea takes this like really slow, and kind of gets like chipped throughout the game, and then gets like one good lava loon rage push, they should be able to win. But I will say that like China, it depends on their building. If they're running bomb tower, I think it goes to South Korea. If they're running Inferno Tower, I think that China can win.
Well, it goes the Mega Knight on the right side. Is going to come with a push. Perfect defense with the Dark Prince. The Mini P.E.K.K.A to start destroying a Fireball that he has to use. He didn't want to use that Fireball. I mean, it's a negative change of elixir, but he had to use it. I see. I mean, elixir-wise are both the same, both teams. But I'm with you. I think China can take control of this. Now is the moment of truth. They have to stop the next push. Wow, that was very risky. wasting that. What do you think about the rocket? Was it necessary?
I think
I think they
I
blew
definitely
it.
disagree. I think like
Wow.
there's just no way that they can stop this push. Yeah,
Yeah, they blew it.
they
I think that, wow, what was that rocket for? Desperation time? They knew they couldn't stop this push and they just gave up?
I think they're assuming it's gonna be a two-tower game, but like they have a very solid chance of not even being able to take just one of the towers.
Well, we're gonna see if the rocket is gonna come in second. They don't have the rocket. It goes with the miner. The miner is hitting in the back. Nicely done. The tower is coming down, but we know right now all the strength is gonna go with the lava hound push. The lava hound should be the one winning this match. The king towers are destroyed. It's only 1800 left on them. This should be first match for Korea that, to be honest with you, with a new player in the 2v2, it was kind of expected, I would say.
Yeah, the problem is like both teams are so good that if any team has like any kind of disadvantage, it's gonna really like show in like any of the games.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be match. We're waiting for this. You think? Okay, why is taking so long? I mean, that push, they was a pretty good defense. I mean, that defense was amazing for China. I'm getting kind of nervous. Oh, nice! We are perfectly done to start avoiding the dragon. It comes the boom shakalaka, avoids any hit. It comes with the miner in the back and starts hitting the tower. It's not enough, and I think they're just trying to avoid the unavoidable. It's gonna happen. Korea has to take this match, man. I'm getting nervous. These guys are fighting with everything they got.
Yeah, the problem is it's so hard for them to like, it's so hard for China to build that push that if South Korea can just get like one more push, then it's game over. Like even just like a lava in the pocket, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's so difficult for China to do anything.
Wow, I mean, amazing what China is doing. They are recovering this. Have you seen the damage in the tower? Actually, they are ahead right now, but the push is very hard. It goes the rocket. The rocket makes a perfect defense right there. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. Ah, crap. They might pull it off. Dude, they might pull it off. They might bring this home. It's only 11 seconds and they did it. They did it. I'm not the only one that brings the jinx.
Wow.
Oh my god. The Jaws and China brings back game one and I jinx it again. That's my style. Every time I call a team that is going to win it. Oh my god. Dude,
Wow.
what a start. Thank god it wasn't
Wow.
just me. It wasn't me. It was you.
Look at this. Look at this. They also had bomb tower too, and they still were able to like get the comeback and get the win. That was incredibly played by China. There's no reason they should have been able to win that. They just
Oh
outplayed right there.
my god, what just happened? Seriously,
Wow.
what did just happen, man? This is not. Oh. There is a guy making fun of me and said, like, yeah, you call it. They are killing it. Yeah, they got killed. Well, I'm sorry, man. I mean, okay, people that don't know, I'm the official caster in Spanish. But, I mean, Rich is busy today. He's doing another thing in LA. So I'm taking over. And, of course, since I cannot be in Mexico doing Spanish, I live in United States. And I think I can give enough insight in English, and I bring someone like crap with me. So that's why you are looking at me and saying like, "Who's this new face? We don't know this guy." But well, tell me about the decks. I mean, if you're looking at it right now. If you see these
Yeah.
decks, if I give you both decks, I would say the Loon deck has to win. Well, it's not a Loon; it's a Lava Hound deck has to win. Yeah, it's a Loon. Actually, it has a balloon. It should win every
Yeah.
time. Am I right? Or maybe it's
I
not that
mean,
linear. It's not that easy to say.
so every once in a while, like if you can just get that one rocket, you can definitely like flip the matchup. But I would say pretty much every time the Lava Hound deck should be winning. It really comes down to that one play where they had that entire push. The Ewas was defending. They get the rocket timing so well that the Ewas had already like knocked off the shield of the Dark Prince, and then it still was able to kill the Dark Prince. If they didn't have that perfect rocket, it shouldn't have even been close. But that was just perfectly played.
I was amazed. I mean, and thank God it wasn't only me calling it, because everybody says that every time I open my mouth and said that I say that a team is gonna win, I just jinx it. But that's why I kept asking. I kept like, "Hey, please, Joshua. I mean, tell me. Do you feel the same? Oh yeah. This should be done. I mean, I don't under.
Because if you think about it, like, not only is the matchup like not great, but also the bomb tower does nothing. They have so many dead weight cards that it should be near impossible for them to do anything with it.
Well, and they did it. This is uncanny. I mean, for people to put you in context, as you know, there were many players from Team China that were not able to participate. The reasons are because, well, there was a we checked accounts. I mean, based on the toss. That's what happened. So we're watching a replay right now, but it's a little bit buggy, no? I think. Am I right?
Um,
Do you see it buggy
yeah,
too?
yeah. It's like glitching and stuff.
Yeah. Let me say. So yeah, we couldn't see it, so we go directly to the
And
2v2. It looks, but
yeah,
yeah, it goes directly. But my face is in the middle. What happened here? They did like a sorry guys. They did like a
okay.
they did like a weird transition that I didn't expect. So we're in the next 2v2. Maybe since it was getting that buggy, no, that
Oh,
happened. So they are. We didn't talk about the ban cards. They were banning
okay.
the NATO. Oh my God, beautiful. China
So
against.
with NATO, I was expecting Loon to come out eventually, and then here it is. This is gonna be Golem against. This is probably Golem, although it could be like Lava, with the Night Witches. But this is if China defends really well, they should have this match. It's gonna be very difficult for South Korea to get past their bomb towers on defense because I think both of them, if I'm thinking of the right China deck, both of them should have giant skeleton, and then one should also have a building. So this is going to be tough for them to be able to build pushes.
Is it just me, or after this tower going down so quick and everything, and the situation they're in, this loon almost hit the tower again? I think the situation is really bad for Korea. This might be a 2-0 if I'm not wrong. The bomb tower is gonna be a great defense. Um, I mean, just prove me wrong, please. I want some hope here. Give me some hope.
I
I think
can't
this is
do it. I
over.
can't do it.
I think this is
This is.
over. Am I right? Is this over? I think it is, man. This is a
I
2-0
mean,
for China. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
man.
Oh my God. Look at this. This
Yeah,
loon is
they're
going. Yes, he's going to hit again. The loon. He hits
keeping up too
again.
much
Oh
pressure.
my God. Almost a second tower is coming down. Look at that giant explosion is coming. Is explosion in range? No, but it destroys perfectly the witch.
The Night
This,
Witches.
yeah, man. This is so over. It's not even funny.
Uh, this was a great deck choice by China, and yeah, they could just do nothing all game.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to lose the tower
This is
probably.
This is why I don't like Golem in 2v2. I feel like if you get the wrong matchup and your opponent plays well, it's basically impossible to outplay it.
Okay, that was. This is feeling like your match yesterday, United States against Colombia. Honestly, I didn't expect this to happen. I believe nobody in the chat. I was trying to put everybody in context, and I didn't finish my sentences. China has had a lot of issues with what we were talking about. Sadly, there were some account checkings, and it happened what happened. So some accounts were banned, and actually they lost three of their players. That's why you're not seeing like main players that you're used to see. And actually, the 2v2, the steady 2v2 with Solomon is not there. It's not LC up. So imagine without them, they already made it all the way to the finals, and they start with a 2-0. A 2-0. Tell me there is any other team in the world that deserves to win this championship.
Okay, so we can look back in history, and I think it was either a year ago or 2 years ago. They would have qualified, but they couldn't have traveled because of visa issues, and then Brazil got to go instead.
Exactly.
Then we look at this year, and they're having all these issues with like players getting banned and all that kind of stuff, and they're still performing this well. And then even in this game, with all these circumstances against them, They have, I think I read the statistic as like a 77% win rate in 1v1s. And then they start off the finals with a 2-0 sweep over South Korea. There's just there's just no way anybody is going to be able to stop them. They wanted this more than any other team. They wanted this more than any other country. I would be shocked if they can't come through with a victory today.
No, I agree with you. And also, I don't know if you saw a tweet from Team China complaining. Actually, they were showing something about 2 years ago in that championship that you just mentioned, that they actually beat Brazil, but a visa issue to go to Europe. They couldn't travel
Mhm.
to Spain, and they were very upset about that. And imagine, and the team that you beat is the team that ended up winning it all, which was Brazil. So they always felt that it wasn't the right thing to do to happen. I mean, it wasn't well deserved for Brazil, and they're here, man. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. That's why, you know what? I'm a fan. I'm gonna say it out loud. I want China to win this. They deserve it for everything that has happened in the past 2 years in this type of events. And not only that, because of the level they are playing right now. And I have a specific question for you. What is
Yeah.
going on with CRL? Because CRL West is in the world is considered the strongest, and they have proven that in the in the last one,
Mm.
and also when they went to the WCG that you were there. But my question is, China is not even considered when we had CRL Asia and CRL China. Last year wasn't even considered to be the best one. What happened? Why is this big change?
Look, I think most like the biggest reason has to be it was like there was just too many teams. So the talent was spread all over. People thought that like, oh, you guys have 8 teams, but probably only 2 or 3 teams actually deserve it. And then we're finding out when it's only 2 or 3 or 4 China teams that they 100% deserve it, and these guys are the best in the world. They can compete against anybody. And then I think the other reason is like they just weren't prepared for like Western, like at least in WCG they weren't prepared for that. And then as soon as they get prepared and as soon as they're ready, there's very few teams that can stop them.
Well, here we go, guys. We have the 1v1. As you can see, Aurora is Oak against Jupiter King that has been playing amazing. It was announced, no? Jupiter King with his new team.
Yes, that got announced.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to spoil anything that I was.
Yeah,
I was like,
I was pretty careful.
yeah, I was. So I even though I'm gonna stay quiet a little bit. So let's do this, guys. Is they are burning a little bit of elixir, kind of awkward. So I'm assuming some of them might be like a giant miner deck. Because why would you
So
burn elixir if you have like a quick cycle?
I'm assuming Jupiter King could be lava. I know I've seen like quick cycle lava decks that have like lava, Inferno Dragon, and like Fireball or Poison. And then Aurora, I honestly don't have a clue because it doesn't really fit with many decks.
Well, let's wait right now.
Aurora
I'm hoping
is
both
kind of
have
interesting.
lava. Both have lava, yeah, because that giant deck that I'm thinking about, it doesn't go with Baby Dragon. Am I right?
Um, yeah, some do, but then I think like the updated versions don't.
So let's wait.
Baby Dragon is one of those cards that can be just like stuck inside any deck, and then it's gonna get value even if it doesn't like synergize well. It's still gonna put in work because it's so good.
Okay, lava. Oh wow, wasn't wrong. You were not wrong. I wasn't wrong either. So we have a giant deck on the right side and a punish right away. Let's see if the tower. Nicely done by him. Look at the reset. Perfectly done by the E-Wizard, the mini P.E.K.K.A that is just trying to do everything. Oh my god, he's gonna come to the tower. He's doing his work. A lot of damage in this tower in the bottom. Let's see the defense on the left side. I think he's gonna be able to defend this. If I'm not wrong, he shouldn't have any problem to make a nice defense, and this should be GG. Well played for Ock. Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. I love that match.
Yeah, the problem with Jupiter King is that if you're gonna lava and double elixir like that, and you just have to give up a tower. You can't defend it, and if you do defend it, the Inferno Dragon has to be a lot lower. You can't place it because there's no way that he expects Aurora to have many P.E.K.K.A at the bridge. But the thing is, if you're gonna defend, you have to be prepared for anything. And when he wasn't, that's going to be an easy victory for Aurora every single time.
Wow, that was such a. It was outplayed. Literally,
Yeah.
literally outplayed by Aurora. That was amazing decision making, and you're absolutely right. I mean, you pointed out everything. Like the Inferno Dragon. I mean, the positioning is not right, and like you said as well, you shouldn't have even defended that much. Maybe something to avoid, like you
Mhm.
get 3 crowner too fast, but he couldn't even make a nice push on the left side. So China does it again, man. You were talking about statistics, huh?
Yeah. I mean, and then I want to know the statistics for when China goes up 1-0 in a best of three. Because if there's any team that has 100% win rate once they go up 1-0 in a best of three, it's going to be China. They're just so hard to stop.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know. I don't know. They're telling me that the sound. Sorry, sorry. I tried to talk here. They're saying that the sound is a little bit low in the game. That's strange.
Okay.
I can hear it perfectly, but let me see. What can I do? I mean, I can. Okay, I'm gonna put it higher. Okay, I put it higher. Can you talk over? Just to make sure. I don't want to put it so loud that it's gonna block you.
Yeah.
No, I think you're fine. But I mean, I just pump the
Okay.
volume. So here we go. We have this match. I mean, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, yeah, I know a Lava Hound is. We wait for the double elixir. It's not a bad deck, but I prefer a Lava Loon. When you have a Loon, I think it's more aggressive. It's a very aggressive deck that it would work better than just Lava Miner. My opinion, to wait for the double elixir, and especially like you said, it's a Lava Miner kind of suspicious because it has a quick path cycle. It's not. I mean, you have Skellies and you have the snowball, so it's not that bad. I mean, it's not that
So
heavy.
so I talk to a lot of like ladder one tricks, and so they play lava every single day, 8 hours a day, and then they finish like top 20 and stuff. What Jupiter King is running is going to be like a lava control deck, and so those kind of decks, even though it is like minor poison based, you still love doing like lava first play, because your defense is so strong and you can get them on like weird cycles. But if you are going to wait till double elixir, you have to recognize that you are running a control version of lava. And when you're running a control version of lava, you have to get defense first and then counter push and counter attack. What he did was he waited till double elixir, which is fine, but once you wait till double, there's too much elixir on the floor, and then that's when you have to defend and then counter push. And had he done that, he only had I think it was like Ewiz and bats and maybe something else and along with arrows, but either way he was going to be able to stack and he should have been able to win that game.
I think yes, I'm with you. But what I believe is like maybe it was a wrong. He didn't read properly the macro. Let's talk about the macro. He maybe he thought he was gonna be against another lava hound. Don't you think that?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
could definitely be it.
because it looks that he cycled. Aurora definitely cycled, and he had his punish ready. He was ready for it. He was waiting to see a golem or a golem. It was impossible because of the cards, but he was waiting for that loon to come to the lava hound. As soon as it came, the punish was beautiful. So I have to give it to him, man. It's all him. Amazing gameplay. Reading your opponent. It was beautiful, and China is on a mission, dude.
Yeah.
I don't see. I don't want to see a 3-0, but this is looking bad for for Korea.
Yeah, China is just they're a bunch of studs. They are just playing so well. Yeah, I mean the thing is with China, and they did it a couple years ago when they won the World Finals. They're bringing out decks that no one has seen before. I mean, I definitely didn't recognize Aurora's deck. And when you have surprise factor alongside great gameplay, alongside incredible players, it is very difficult to stop them.
Well, we started.
My goodness! Did you see that King Tower activation
yeah,
right there?
yeah, dude, it's like crazy. Oh my god, Jupiter King is playing an amazing level, but I mean, yeah, he has an Aurora in front of him. It's not gonna be easy. This is gonna be a good match.
Okay. So this matchup is gonna be bridge spam against, I would assume Valk wall breakers. Yeah. I actually played this last night. This exact matchup, and I was running the Valk wall breakers, and I think I played it pretty well. But it was like very difficult for me to do anything on the Valk wall breakers side. So I think if Aurora plays really well, he should be able to get the victory. But this is going to be a great matchup. This is exactly what you want to see in these kind of games, where it's two like even matchups, and it's going to be whoever's more skilled is going to win this game.
That was a nice prediction. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you, but I still believe that on the double elixir, Aurora might overwhelm Jupiter King. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. I was going to ask you, I think you're a slightly more delayed than I am. Am I right? I'll tell you.
Yeah, probably by like 3 seconds.
Oh, only
2 or
3
3
seconds. It's like 107, 6,
Ooh.
5.
Yeah, I'm at 117.
Oh my god, it's a lot. Try to refresh yours because it's a
Yeah, for
lot.
sure. Okay, I'm at 101 now.
Okay, perfect. Now it's only 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you needed to refresh. It's only 2-3 seconds. Yeah. Because when you were talking, we were like really
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
And I'm like, what is going on? Okay, perfect. So it goes the poison to try to destroy that archer. Is going to go down. Archer goes down, perfectly positioned by Jupiter King. He comes right away. The fireball destroys the other archer, and it's a back and forth. But like I said, I believe that Aurora is going to overwhelm Jupiter King right now in the double elixir. It's not happening. He comes with the bandit on the right side. Nice prediction that he tried to accomplish. It didn't work out, but it's gone. Well, that was I wouldn't have played that card there, the cannon card. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was really aggressive. The way to win this matchup actually for Aurora is by getting a lot of value with the cannon cards. So him spamming it at the bridge when he didn't have a push is probably going to be a pretty big mistake. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't do that again.
What happened? What happened? How come?
Oh
Did
my.
you see that? Why? That could be
Yeah.
game. That could be game. How did you allow that bandit to hit that way? Incredible. That might be the mistake of the match, and Aurora might be taking this because of that damage. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's just a mistake that you can't let happen. Wow.
That must be game. That might be game. He goes with the miner in the back. Another prediction. He has been predicting every miner. Oh, look at that cannon card. He hits the last wall breaker when he was about to hit the tower. That was beautiful. Everything is going in China's favor. This is China's match, man. This is destiny. They want it. They need it. They deserve it. And honestly, I'm not going to argue. I want them to have it. That's it. I said it.
I mean, there's just nothing that, like, South Korea is just, it doesn't matter what they're doing. This is just not even close right now.
No. Look at the elixir and look at the position. He hits once, he doesn't hit anymore. He has to use that tornado to avoid more hits from the archer. Perfectly done. He comes with the bandit to defend that Valkyrie, but a lot of damage on the left side. So he's getting a little bit closer. He's not that lineal again. So let's see what happens. Oh, that Ram Rider is not going anywhere. Nope.
I would like to see Aurora start like stacking on the left side because he can't get out like poisons and stuff on the left then. But at this point it's a little too late. He's just gotta like start spamming everything at the bridge, creating pressure and then not letting him go on offense.
Oh, that exchange was totally negative. He has to use that fireball in order to avoid. It's only 10 seconds. He's gonna come to another rotation really quick on the left side. Oh, prediction! Perfect prediction for Aurora. And this is gonna be GG. Well played. And China takes the second set. Oh my god. China is doing their part. China is winning everything. 2-0, 2-0. Crap, I don't know what to tell you. I want to have a final, but it is not happening, dude. These guys are in another level. Simple.
Yeah. Do you know who's playing the fourth set if it gets to a fourth set? Because I'm pretty sure if Aurora plays again, we can just consider the game over. Aurora is so talented. I haven't seen him make a mistake all like this entire competition.
I don't know who it is. I could ask, but I always like to have it as a surprise.
to find out when it happens.
Yeah, but this is crazy, man. This is crazy what we're seeing today. I mean, that it was perfectly done. We have to say something. I was gonna ask you if you remember everything. Did you see when it was only 30 seconds left that he threw he used a miner on the right side and then wall breakers naked
On
on
the
the
left.
uh, that could have cost the game. Am I right? Because if you throw that miner on the left side and it's not predicted, you cannot predict where it's going. That would have been enough damage in order to win this.
Yeah,
Correct me.
I'm not
Correct me.
exactly. I'm not exactly sure what he was thinking because the only reason you would do that is if you had a push on the right and then you do like a miner in the middle where both towers hit it and then you can wall breakers. But that was basically just a wasted 3 elixir, which allowed him to stack a little bit more, which forced out spells on defense instead of offense. You're 100% correct in your analysis that that should never have happened.
That's what
Um,
I felt, and also I think the main was when he had the elixir, and I think it was just a problem of timing. Then he put down the Valkyrie too late, and that
yeah,
bandit hit with a charge. I think that was the big difference because at the end, if you see, it was about 200, a little bit less than 200 difference in towers, if I'm not wrong. So
yeah, because like Aurora like switched his entire game plan when that happened. Instead of like forcing everything and like having to win bridge battles and doing all that, he could now play really slow. He could fireball every magic archer, so that way he didn't have to worry about NATOs like magic archer NATOs at the bridge. He got to like flip his entire playstyle, and I mean he adjusted perfectly, and then he played it so that there was almost no way that he could lose. So really good adjustment from Aurora. And yeah, I mean that kind of play, if you make it against a player like of that caliber, there's just nothing you can do at that point. You got to play so perfectly.
I couldn't agree more. Well, we see here that he stopped using the bomb towers. He was trying to, have like a faster cycle, but defensive wise, he couldn't do his job. It was great. I mean, I think Aurora, Jupiter King made like I would say like two mistakes, one in offensive, one defensive mistake, and that cost him the match. But now we're in this weird situation. It's 2-0 in the 2v2, 2-0 in the first 1v1. You predicted a 3-1. I said China was gonna win. I think we are like 100% win rate here, man. It's happening.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing is, like, China did get like they've just been playing this way the entire tournament. I'm pretty sure they had like the highest win rate or something in the group stages, or at least one of the top three. Like they've shown dominance the entire time. I know the thing was that I was like laughing about on Twitter was someone, I think it was like Clasher News or something like that, was talking about how China is like near undefeated, and then people were adding like Ace Nacho, I think it was, because
Yeah,
he
it
was the
was.
one person who could actually like take games off of China. And like the entire joke was that only one person was able to beat China, and now they're being asked to get two 1v1 sets and then a Koth afterwards. Like this is going to be incredible if they're able to pull it off.
Yeah. No, you guys lost 2-0 as well. No, you went to the King of the Hill.
Yeah, we won the 2v2, then I think we got swept in 1v1, and then I think we lost 1-3. And it was by Meng Chao Sang.
Yeah,
I
which was a
probably did not say
surprise
that right.
because it was the guy that had to step up
Yeah,
because of the situation.
he had never played before, and then he pulled off two victories in the first two games of Koth. He
Well, and we
stepped
have
up when his
him.
team needed him.
And we have him right here at Craft. So let's see what happens, guys. This could be the last match of the day, the last set. I hope it's not. I want China to win, but I want them to lose this set. I know that doesn't sound right, but
We
yes,
just want to see, quality gameplay. Just
I
more and more
know.
of it.
Yesterday, you guys stomped Colombia 6-0. It was 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Today, I don't want to see the
Yep.
same. I see
See
Line
at
is.
least one.
Yeah, at least one.
From
Line is bringing this deck that is very annoying, and it comes with the push right away. It comes with the Royal Hearts, the log, perfectly done. Let's see the damage. The mini P.E.K.K.A. is advancing. He hits once, he hits twice, almost. A lot of damage on the bottom left, and I don't know what to tell you. These guys are on a mission. Is anybody going to be able to stop them? Oh my God. Did you see
Yeah,
that
because
log? Oh, it was beautiful.
Lang's deck is do you know his last two cards? I would assume it's probably Poison and Ram Rider. Because I think this is a deck that Mugi made like 2 or 3 days ago. But again, this is one of those decks where it's like counter push and then get chipped throughout. So to go down this much this early, especially against an Earthquake fast cycle Magic Archer deck, this is going to be very impressive if Line can come back from this.
Yeah, well, we have it right now. Let's see. I mean, what you're saying, he can start winning this by playing very conservative, very, defensive, and just using those earthquakes properly, and then do a little bit of damage with a Magic Archer position perfectly. And I think he could be match. This could be match for China. I mean, not match, game, game. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, it just depends how he uses his Magic Archer in this game. Because if he uses it well, it's just going to be
Look at that!
near
Look at
impossible
that!
to stop.
Look at this! It's over, and the hunter is doing his job. Look at the earthquake, plays it perfectly. Look at the elixir right now. If the mini P.E.K.K.A would have hit the hunter, it would have been amazing. Look at the elixir, crap! Oh my God, this is going really bad for the guys in South Korea. Look at the position of that hot. Is everything against them? The prediction perfectly with the log. It comes right away. The mini P.E.K.K.A still there doing his job. Uncanny the way this guy is playing. This is an absolute control. Look at the rotation of the Royal Hawks again. And this is going to be GG well played. Look at the Archer hitting the tower once. It comes with the miner out of cycle. Perfectly done. And I don't see China. China? No, China? China is China, by the way. That was very pronounced like in Spanish. I already see China winning this, man. Please give me hope. Tell me Korea still has a chance.
The problem is, like, China is just so talented in the 1v1s. Like, it's hard for players to come back because he's doing a great job of recognizing how he should make each push. It's so hard. Like, it's so funny that Mini P.E.K.K.A used to be a card that no one looked at, and then people recognized just how broken it was when you spam it at the bridge, when you don't have, like, the best cycle on defense. Because every single time he's coming in with Royal Hogs, then Mini P.E.K.K.A following, and what does he have? He has bars from the Barb Hut, but the Mini P.E.K.K.A gets so much value against that he can't do anything from that. And
he just did it again. He just did it. It's exactly what you're saying. You use a golem. You put the golem. You put the mini P.E.K.K.A, and it destroyed completely the hut. So actually, it's a positive exchange. And this is gonna be tower in the bottom. And GG, well played. And this is gonna be over. The guys from China is gonna be in a double championship point. It's a total domination by China. It's 5-0. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. That's it. I'm quitting Clash Royale. I cannot handle these Chinese guys. They are playing out of their minds today. I'm not even gonna go to the matchup itself. If you put it on paper, I even like the hot one better. But I know people are gonna argue me. But this happened to you guys as well. Am I right? He played this deck against you, and he played it beautifully. Am I wrong? Because
I think you're right. I think you're right.
I think he played this, and we were amazed the way he was cycling. I still remember that the way he was cycling the mini P.E.K.K.A, just what you just said. Because like here is not the Royal Hogs; it's how you use that mini P.E.K.K.A, giving such a big value. Because every time he plays it, it was great. And I don't know, man. This is over. It's gonna be 3-0. Wow. Congratulations, China. It's playing. They're playing amazing, man.
I mean, look. I'm one of those guys who doesn't like saying anything until like the game is 100% over. The clock expired like 2 minutes ago, and then that's when you start celebrating. But at this point, I'm ready to just walk away and like end the stream. Like I just don't see anybody being able to stop this.
I mean, I'm feeling like yesterday, like with you guys. I was saying it on the stream. With the 2v2, I think the deck pool, I mean, selection wasn't right. You guys outplayed them. Then it comes the first 1v1 with their main player, which is Victor, and you guys destroy him. And I didn't see any chance. And Canelo played very good in that last 1v1, but it wasn't enough. And I'm feeling the same way. I can hear all these Chinese players in Discord being so happy,
Yeah.
being like, oh my God, this is over. I mean, if this is a reverse sweep, it would be pretty crazy. No? It would be one of the best finals ever. But I don't.
I would retire on the spot if there's a reverse sweep at this point. The
This is
I
what is people in the chat? Let me see. Some people say that it's pay to win. That's a bad. That's a wrong. This is a tournament with everybody with the cards at the same level. So I would accept that if you were a ladder player. And not even. I think ladder already changed a lot. So be happy, man. Clash Royale is an amazing game, and it's still rocking it. Anybody saying there? Is a lot of people chatting. We have spikes. Have you seen? We have like from 15,000 to 25,000 people at a time. By the way, I haven't talked about this. In the description, you're gonna have Crab Twitter. You can follow him, please. And as well, you have everything about the No Tilt. No Tilt is an organization that is doing these events. We're gonna try to repeat it every year. We're gonna have like qualifiers. We're gonna make it bigger and bigger and nicer and cooler and whatever. So there we go. If now that I see it, because of you have EQ. Because you have EQ, the matchup it could be in favor of Meng Shao. Am I right, or still it's not that easy? It could be a 50-50 matchup.
Okay, so the thing that I like immediately look at is you notice that the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Royal Hogs both are at 6, and that's because he recognized exactly what he had to do every single time he's using the Royal Hogs. Instead of going in with offensive earthquakes, you go in with the Mini P.E.K.K.A. because Earthquake itself doesn't do much to a Barb Hut if you're using it offensively. The only time you should be actually earthquaking a Barb Hut is when you're using it defensively. When you're cycling Magic Archers in the back, when you're cycling Hunters in the back, you're cycling spells, that's when you should be using it. And when you see those two cards like evened, Mini P.E.K.K.A. and Royal Hogs, that's when you notice that the player knows exactly what he's supposed to do. And I think if you play it well, the Royal Hogs deck has like a 70-30 matchup. But that's only if you play it perfectly and you know every interaction, you know exactly what you're supposed to do. And I mean, it was pretty clear that he knew exactly what he was supposed to do.
That's what we got. Okay, everybody here. I'm trying to read. Everybody calm down in the chat. China might be the champion in the following match. Here we go. We have a Meng Chao on the top. In the bottom, we have a line. It comes with the miner to the right side. There is no prediction. It starts hitting the tower on the top right. Nothing happens. Baby Dragon. Let's see if he creates some type of a push or something, or he just lets that Baby Dragon die when he crosses the bridge. And that's what he just does. There is nothing happening. I mean, we already recognize the deck on the bottom.
Okay,
on the top, we have to wait a little bit to make 100% sure what we're having.
Might be P.E.K.K.A. I want to say this could be P.E.K.K.A. It's looking like it is so far. And then this could be P.E.K.K.A. Ram Rider Lightning. And then obviously we know line stack. Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna be fun. We'll wait, and I insist this type of decks in the double elixir, it might be China being the champion, but I'm gonna wait. I don't want to jinx anybody today.
Yeah, so Line, if he does like a really good job, and I mean we saw it right there with a great kite, but if he does a really great job of kiting P.E.K.K.A.s and then using his mini P.E.K.K.A. On the Ram Riders, this matchup is actually not too bad for South Korea Line. He just has to play near perfect. But, from the gameplay, even though the scoreboard doesn't show it, South Korea is playing quite well right now. Just China's playing better. So this is the match where it could flip things, but we're just going to have to see.
Okay, they are telling me that my voice is a little bit too loud, so I lower a little bit. There we go. I hope everybody's perfect right now. And it goes the bomb tower. It comes down because the Ram Rider is coming really, really from the back. Let's see if he's gonna use some type of spell. No, he didn't want to use a spell. He has to create some type of defense on the right side with the bar, and he comes with the P.E.K.K.A from the back. Interesting. He wants to create a
Yeah.
very strong push. Let's go with the miner in the right.
Those.
Oh, wait. Nicely
Ooh.
done. Wow, that defense wasn't very hard for him, huh?
Yeah. That was well played. And then you get the offensive pressure as well. That was really really well played
Uh,
by Meng Chao.
yeah, this P.E.K.K.A is okay. That's what I'm gonna tell you. He needs to pull it. It's not enough. It's not enough. This P.E.K.K.A is creating a lot of trouble for him. Let's see. He doesn't use the nice mini P.E.K.K.A hits once, mini P.E.K.K.A hits twice, and this should be game for line. You called it. You said he had a chance. He needed to play near perfect. He did it. And there we go. We have a match. It's not going to be a sweep. We wanted to see Korea fight. And I still want China to win. But I needed to see some hope. I didn't want to see a 6-0, guys. I don't have anything against China. I'm not in favor of Korea. But we want some gameplay. By the way, speaking of gameplay, very nicely done for him. I mean, I think the kiting was perfect, that you said. He took advantage. What do you think about that attack on the top right? It was a bad defense by Meng Xiao, or
So I think in that matchup, is really hard for Meng Chao because you saw, I think it was like with a minute left, maybe 50 seconds left or something like that. He does the Ram Rider in the back, and then he did the immediate bomb tower. And it was good recognition by Meng Chao because had he lightninged on offense, he would have been down too much elixir, and the bomb tower still would have survived the lightning. The problem is every time Meng Chao tries to make any kind of push, a bomb tower is going to be effective enough to stop it because he's going to be able to pressure so much with the minor wall breakers or minor mini P.E.K.K.A. And then the zap instead of the snowball means that bandits get less value, and most of his troops, especially when he's cycling P.E.K.K.A.s in the back, can't do anything against offensive mini P.E.K.K.A.s. And here we go again. This is the second game in a row where mini P.E.K.K.A, instead of it being used on defense and instead of it used on like giants or P.E.K.K.As or golems and stuff, it's used only for offense, and it gets the win.
well, there you have it. But that was the thing when he came with the Ram Rider from the back. Why? You say if he had used that lightning to destroy the bomb tower and any other type of another troop that he puts for defense, he would have lost the right tower because of the pressure.
Yes,
Okay.
because he spends 5 elixir on a Ram Rider, he spends 6 elixir on a Lightning. That's 11 elixir at that point for a 4 elixir building. Because he has Zap, all he needs to do is like do either Zap or Skellies on the Ram Rider, and then that's either a +4 or +5 trade. And maybe he takes a bit of damage, but the counter push with the minor wall breakers mini P.E.K.K.A push is just going to be impossible for him to stop. He only has enough for either a bar barrel snowball or like maybe a P.E.K.K.A, but at that point, you've already given up 900 minimum damage to the minor wall breakers. So it was good recognition by Meng Chao to not go like so aggressive, but at that point, like you gotta try and make a play, because if you play like super slow and passive, you're not gonna give yourself a chance at all.
Well, there you have it. Right now we have the next match. This is a 1-1. Line is fighting for Korea's, hope. They need to win this. If not, it's gonna be championship for China and Men Chao. There are people putting in the chat a lot that it's not Men Chao, but that's how it's written. They say they're calling Men Dao, something different. Probably the
Oh,
pronunciation is different, and
yeah, that's probably how it's supposed to be pronounced.
yeah, I'm sorry,
But
guys, but
you know,
I see Meng
yeah, we
Shao.
can just say Meng or something like
Yeah, we
that.
call Meng.
Like,
I apologize, any Chinese, um, viewers that we have today. I mean, we pronounce it how we see it written. Okay, so it goes. It looks like kind of is the same deck. Oh, mini P.E.K.K.A, mini P.E.K.K.A. Oh, almost mini P.E.K.K.A hitting the tower. Is it exactly the same deck?
yeah, so far that's what it's. Yeah, this is gonna be the same deck, And then Meng Chao, this could be Giant, perhaps? It could be like some spammy, because like most of his, oh, this could be Goblin Giant Sparky, actually, now that I think about it.
Ooh, it's
This is
true.
probably what it's going to be,
Whoa, what is
the
that?
deck.
Why did he use that sub on the right again? He should have used it in the left. Well, it's okay. Let's see if that's not gonna cost line. I think this is gonna, one tower is gonna go down for sure in this type of
Mhm.
matchups. It's very aggressive from Meng
So
Shao.
that it's not the end of the world for him to zap like this. Since Meng is using a Sparky deck, at least what we think is a Sparky deck, he's probably gonna have to be cycling or like splitting damage the entire game. So him doing the zap, it's yeah. I mean, here we go. It's already more damage on the right now.
Yeah, there we go. He goes with the EQ, perfectly done. And let's see, this is looking really good for him. I like this for China. I don't know if you are with me. I like this a lot for China. Oh, nice. He goes with the sab. He's trying to make a defense. He goes with the Sparky. The Sparky is trying to advance. Look at the damage. And this should be almost GG. He hits the tower. Tower is down. And this is only 40 seconds. Everybody is going to start saying China's going to be the champions. Let's put the music, guys.
Wow.
We are the champions. This is happening. He comes. He goes the wall breaker. He hits. It's 30 seconds left. I don't see any reason. I don't see any chance. This could be match and over. It's gonna be over. Crap. Amazing. Well deserved for China. There goes the emojis. Double hit on the right side. Hey, wait for it. I'm gonna. No, it's it. That's it, man. That's it. We have a new world champion. No two worlds. It goes China 3-0 against South Korea. Amazing gameplay. Nobody could stop these guys. It was deserved. They fought against every single odd against them. Everything went against China, and they are the champions. Here we go. They win $14,000, and there is nothing I can say, man. Wow.
Wow. I mean, yeah, they just played out of their minds. It was a great like recognition that he could just start spamming because I know he started spamming like Goblin Giants on defense, which is a super funny thing to like look at. But he knew just he plays passive. I mean, at that point, like I feel like Line's deck had like a great, not like a great matchup, but Sparky shouldn't be the one that's getting damage on towers. Um, I could see him getting overwhelmed, but that was just perfectly played by Meng to be able to get a Sparky on tower. And at that point, with his defense, this is the second time that Meng has been able to show up without anybody like having any hopes on him, and then he plays near perfect and he gets the job done.
He did great. I mean, but look at these guys. They are stacked. I mean, their roster is amazing. Let's talk about like LCOP cannot play. Soloman cannot play. Little Chen cannot play. All those are huge names, or especially Elsiop. And you come with this guy, Meng Shao, and I apologize again if we're mispronouncing it. That's how we see it written. And this guy, he proved it against you guys in the semifinals.
Yeah.
He does it again here. I have no words. I mean, well deserved. These guys only lost one set against you and one set against Chile. Am I right? That's it.
I think so.
Every match was 2-0 except yours at Chile. This is crazy, man. Wow.
I'm left near speechless with how they play this entire tournament.
Honestly,
yeah, exactly.
Congratulations, guys. I only have to clap. Well, we're going to see all the prize pool here. For the fourth place, congratulations, Colombia. $3,000 for you. They're going to be, that's before taxes, and it's going to be via Macherino. So pay attention the following weeks. We're going to start giving away all these prizes for you guys. Colombia, fourth place. I think they had an amazing tournament, and they came from your group. What do you think about them?
Yeah, I mean, actually, the cool thing about that is that I'm pretty sure it was us and Colombia in one group.
Oh, don't worry.
China, and China and South Korea in the other group. But yeah, Colombia, well deserved. They played super well. I know they lost Codigo as well.
Yeah.
Um, and even fighting through that, they definitely deserve fourth place. And yeah, I'm very happy for them.
Well, it went very quick, but your team, USA, with $4,500, so the third place, very well deserved. You lost the first match against Peru, and then you play you play amazing, and you get that. Then 7,500 for South Korea. Again, they only lost two matches, and both matches were against China. They come from the same group, so you have to put there. And then we have China, $14,000. Also, there are two prizes that we're not showing here. We're going to have the league MVP. That's going to go by the statistics. We're going to look whoever had the best win ratio throughout the competition. And then we're going to put a poll. We're going to put a poll in our Twitter, no tilt GG. Go to our Twitter. We're going to put 4 players that is going to be the fan favorite. Also, I want to say, JD Pickett, thank you for that donation, man. I appreciate that you are helping here the cause with no tilt. Guys, I cannot say this more. In the description, you have Acrap Twitter. If not, well, you better have it. I mean, if you don't know who he is, who he is,
Yes,
he's an
please.
amazing guy and a great player, one of the best 2v2 players. If you don't know who I am, I understand. I am the official caster in Spanish, but I live in the United States, and I can do this a little bit of English here and have fun. Rich, I know you're used to Rich Slayton, but Rich is busy. Actually, I think he's broadcasting FIFA right now, if I'm not wrong. He was telling me something about that.
Really?
Yeah, I'll tell you off camera, and I'll let you know what channel we should go and bother him. And well, it's amazing. I mean, follow us. No Tilt is gonna continue doing this type of events. Actually, in the following week, you're gonna have some news on something super cool that is gonna happen here at No Tilt, and you want to be present and watch it because you're gonna have a blast, and it's gonna be an international event. Pay attention to No Tilt. Follow us there. Activate the bell, whatever. How do you call it? The
Yeah, the
notification.
notifications.
The notification. The bell is the little translation in Spanish. We call it like that. The
I like that
notification.
better. So
Yeah, activate the bell.
yeah, I would start doing a lot more often for channels.
Well, that's it. I don't know. You want to add anything about the prizes? Tell me about the competition. How did you feel about everything? Go. Tell me.
Well, honestly, like I really loved it. Even like, cause a lot of things, there's like one thing that goes wrong. And like even in this competition, they had that one thing, but they pushed through it. I think they approached it the right way. I was really happy to see that. I think the competition itself was incredible. I think the right teams were able to be involved within this. And yeah, I love the format as well. And yeah, I think I think everything was ran really well, and the prize money was awesome. It just sucks that it couldn't have been live. That's the one thing. Obviously, it's not through the fault of No Tilt. It's just the situation around us. But yeah, I loved everything about this.
Yeah, well, that's happening all around, even with the CRL East and CRL West, probably. I mean, it's already delayed. We'll see what's going to happen. So we couldn't do it. But that was intention, guys, to have it live and at least the top 4 teams, or at least the top 2. We wanted to have something live.
Yeah.
But nothing could happen. Hopefully, next time around, we will be able to do it in Mexico. And there you go, guys. You have your champion. It's China. You saw the full bracket. Like I said again, regarding this competition, the idea is to continue. We're going to create like a FIFA type of ranking. We're going to do qualifiers, worldwide qualifiers are starting around October. So to do this properly, this time was type of an invitation. We didn't have too much time to prepare. So we basically, based on the past 2 years, how the teams, the nations played out, we picked the best 32. Many people are saying, why is Japan not there? Yeah, I agree. Japan should be here, but they were not. They decided to not be there for whatever reasons. But imagine Asia, how strong could they be? Imagine Japan in that group, no? That would be crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Well, anyways, Akrap, it was Joshua. It was a pleasure to have you here, man. Thank you very much to be here. And I think between you and Mini Minter yesterday, Rich Slayton and Andrew, they might lose their jobs. I'm gonna say it.
You know, that's what I'm hoping for. You know?
Well, man, thank you very much. Have a great day there in Cali with your family, and thank you for being here, man.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I had a blast.
Okay, well, bye-bye, everybody. Remember, follow the channel, subscribe, and see you soon in another competition in No Tilt.